It's been a long time. I don't know how to start this. Good evening. Good night. Good afternoon. It's about 6.
Good God, start the show.
Good God. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Lager Logs beer review. What else were you expecting us to review? Come on. Are you being silly? Seriously, this is a serious show, guys. We're talking serious beer, political debates, socio-economic issues. It's all happening this evening on the Lager Logs. But before that, you got your hand up there. Do you want to say something?
I think I've joined the wrong show. I'm going to leave.
Okay, let me just delete you from the chat.
Oh, you've tried.
Wait, how do you do that? Is that?
I'm here to review beer.
Is it this one with the arrow? It's weird that you have that because I have one of those myself, which has been sitting in the fridge for a very, very long time. I feel like I always say that. It's becoming a bit of a catchphrase. But in our case, it's often true. That's how well I've been looking after it the past couple of months. Honestly, trying to shield it from any harm, direct sunlight, lukewarm temperatures, things like that. But yeah, we've got another Innis Gunn review tonight. I want to say this is like the millionth Innis Gunn review, but I think it might only be the second on the channel. The last one we did was the Islay Brothers cask.
The Isla Do.
What he said. Review, which we were both quite partial to, if I remember. Yeah. Really like that one.
Maybe further back on the podcast.
Oh, if we're talking the podcast,
we definitely done like an episode covering 2 of like the original core range beers.
We did, yeah, we did. I remember doing the OG on the podcast, and we possibly did the Caribbean cask.
I think so.
Maybe. Fantastic brew.
And we were in the Edinburgh bar drinking some of their beers.
I mean, that wasn't exactly a review, to be honest. There was no words, really, just facial expressions like this.
This.
Like, there's a lot of this as well. You remember? You were there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're going to crack this open tonight. This was released last year, I want to say.
Yeah.
And this is mint in box. I don't know what I'm doing reviewing it tonight. We should bang these on eBay. This would fetch a pretty penny. I tell you.
Put it in plastic and never touch it.
That smells like every ingredient I've had in my fridge over the past 12 months. That's horrible. Right. Get rid of that. That's not even going in the recycling. I would hate to stink up the cardboard recycling with that. That's horrible. Save me using my teeth. I'm going to grab my bottle opener from the back here. I'm ready to go.
Classic.
The classic, yes. Thomas, cheers to your good health. I'll always drink to that. You have your fleshlight there. Please do not use that while we're filming. Stu, that's post-show. Been practicing that. I'm just going to go the old school method. Okay. It's got a magnet and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Snazzy, ladies and gentlemen. Very snazzy. Woo! I'm feeling this may be too cold. Like, I think I might have chilled it a bit too much. But hopefully it'll warm up slightly while it's sitting during this episode.
That's interesting, because I've only put mine in the fridge an hour ago.
And what smells are you getting from that?
Really strong whiskey.
not so much for me. Definitely more of a brown sugar kind of
Oh yeah, I could know.
sweet toffee notes, but not a lot. It has been muted a little bit, I think. Fridge is probably on a bit too high, but it smells beautiful nonetheless.
Okay. Do you want to read the blurb off the back? Give it some time to warm up.
Not really. I mean, I did the intro, so it should be kind of a 50-50 split down the middle situation, Stu. So if you want to give that the old college try, you go for it.
It says,
I'm listening.
This exclusive bottling from Innis Gunn is an amber ale, which has been matured using oak casks, which have previously held famous single malt Scottish whiskies from the popular Highland region of Scotland. The result of this unique maturation is smooth, complex, and warming beer with a classic Highland malt character.
Nice. Very well done there, bud. I'm curious as to what the difference between this and the Islay Brothers whiskey cask would be specifically. It's a shame we haven't got one of those to kind of compare, but let's give it a pour and see what it looks like, shall we?
Yes.
A bit lighter than I thought it was going to be.
I guess with it being an amber ale.
I mean, it's what we got here, 7.1% alcohol. I would assume it's more of a Scotch ale than an amber ale, but I suppose we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, look at it.
Once it goes down. It's definitely amber. Yeah, I mean, the description is right. I mean,
they would know more about it than us, I believe.
Smell-wise, it smells more... Getting those kind of straw notes that you would get with certain maybe international lagers or like paler lagers, and also like a kind of creaminess you would get with a craft lager. Interesting smell. It's not exactly what I was expecting.
Yeah.
But now the whiskey's coming through for me.
Yeah, I was expecting like a dark beer.
Yeah, me too. No, me too. Because I think the last one was similar. It was quite a darker beer with an emphasis on whiskey taste. So we'll see how this one compares. But I think that was a bit stronger, right? This one's 7.1. I remember that one being a bit stronger.
Oh, yeah, that might have been closer to 10.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. It was more the kind of barrel-aged type of beer. So there's more of an emphasis on a kind of aged whiskey taste. This one might be a lighter version, but let's stop all the speculation and let's dive in.
Cheers.
Cheers, buddy. Very light, a lot lighter than I thought it was going to be.
Immediately, I think like honey.
Yeah, it's a strong honey, toffee, kind of fudge taste to it. Yeah, the alcohol kick's not really there. To be honest, it's a lot smoother than I thought it was going to be, aka dangerous.
Yes.
It hasn't got as much of an aftertaste as the rest of the Innis Gunn range for me. It doesn't linger as long, and I feel like it's more of a just initial taste. Working on initial taste, it's a lot lighter. But it's got that same creamy toffee, brown sugar taste that a lot of the Innis Gunn range do. Those classic elements you'd expect from a Scotch ale are still there, but it's just a lot lighter this time around. Interesting.
Yeah, it's there is the tiniest of like boozy aftertaste. Just that very light alcoholic warmth at the back end.
It's very slight. It's very slight.
Yeah.
You kind of have to like pinpoint mentally, use your taste buds to kind of mentally pinpoint where it is, or
But
kind of where it's at. But it's there. It's just not as kind of strong as it usually is with the range.
I feel like it's given off a lot of the characteristics of kind of like one of like a like strong, like, is it a Hefeweizen type of beer?
I think, I think the Innocent Gun range often does, because that creaminess there, it gives you that kind of wheaty creaminess, and I feel like that's often there. That's often present in kind of the DNA of the Innocent Gun beers.
Yeah.
But I think you're right about that, bud. It's interesting. It's a very interesting beer. It's a very satisfying brew. I say it's a lot lighter than I thought it was going to be, and I think in terms of whiskey, I'm not really getting it.
Yeah, that's kind of
not really getting it.
Vanished. There
was a smell there, but
and I'm not sure if that's maybe where that tiny hint of booze on the back end comes from. But it's so light. It's almost like you're drinking. It's as if it's flat. Like it's so there's like cask, almost like you're just
no completely.
The carbonation. I mean, there is definitely carbonation. As I show it to you, can't really see the bubbles, but it just almost like a really boozy, easy drinking cask ale, which
perfection.
Yes, okay, it was technically like it was actually a cask ale, so
it was in a cask at some point,
for a long time.
I feel like, with yours being maybe slightly cooler than mine, it will be closer to kind of cask, a representation of a cask ale. I think if I let it sit there for a little while longer, it will probably get closer to that type of flavor and that type of dimension to it. It's nice. It's nice. I don't know in terms of the ranking. I don't know where I'd put it just yet, but
for
it's a good one.
Innis Gunn beers I've tried in 2025. This is number 1.
But you've only had this one, right?
Yeah, but
that was the joke. Okay, sometimes I just need a couple
number
of seconds
1
to catch up. Okay. What about in terms of 2025 and 2024?
Number 1, because I can't remember 2024.
Well, me neither, to be honest. It was a long night. But I think for me, the company improved the taste of the Innocent Gun beers that I had in 2024. The face, I'm not getting good vibes from whatever this face is doing right here. You seem to be having some kind of flashback that is not appealing to you. It's not pleasant.
Just as editing those videos.
Was that night that you tried to eat 2 triple, but you had 6 patties? I think that night you attempted to consume that, and that is not good for anyone's health. You said you were on a diet, and you lied. We didn't burn that many calories. We burnt a few more calories the next day, but I don't think it warranted 6 patties.
I didn't end up pissing on the hotel room floors.
Mess. That was Scott did that, and we are no longer friends with him because of that terrible.
Nor is the Leonardo Hotel with you.
Shout out to the Leonardo Hotel. We were going to stay at the Raphael, just down the road from the Donatello, but we chose Leonardo in the end for it was the kind of intelligence factor. It was the scientific pursuits that
and they had a staff.
Appreciate that as well.
Back to the review.
let's get back on track. But yeah, as much as I think Innis Gunn is fantastic, trying it on tap in the flesh was an incredible experience and made me appreciate it even more. But yeah, I still think the Caribbean cask is my favorite. That's up the top. The OG is incredible, but I think they renamed them recently as well. I think the OG is no longer Scotch Ale; it's Red something. Or
I need to revisit it all.
I remember there's the Irish whiskey one as well, which is a bit rarer. I think I've only had it once. It's the green bottle.
The one that almost looks green.
Yeah, it's the one in a green bottle, and
I thought it was a clear bottle.
Was you saying that the liquid was green and the bottle was
almost clear, like a St. Patrick's Day gimmick,
like plutonium? I don't know about that, man. We'll have to have a look into that. Yeah, but it's a bit confusing because I think the cans, the craft lager, is also in a green can, but that's really nice, very very nice lager, light lager. There's one in an orange can, which I don't remember what that is.
Mangoes on the Run.
And have you had that one?
Yeah, it was disappointing, but that was maybe 3-4 years ago when I had it.
Is it a special seasonal brew they do, or is it something they do all year round? Because
no, it's just supposed to be like a fruity IPA. I'm sure.
Interesting.
But I mean, if I see it out in the wild again, I'd happily try it. It could have just been my taste that night. We're not a fan of, because I think it's one of those ones where it's very bitter up front, and then I'm just like, it doesn't taste like mangoes.
Is that what you? Is that what you wanted? You went out looking for a mango beer, didn't get it.
Yes, I wanted like some sort of fruit drink. Then
sad,
and all I got was bitter alcohol.
Terrible. Bitter alcohol. That's not what I enjoy. Horrible. Jesus Christ, that went down fast, didn't it? You thirsty there, bud?
It's evaporated.
Whoa.
Unfortunate.
Still working on mine.
I need to get this recalled.
Speed it up.
Clearly a manufacturing issue.
Did they rip you off?
I've only got half a bottle.
A little bit of it evaporate over the past hour we've had it in the fridge.
There shouldn't be an angel share of beer. They never paid $2.99 in Aldi's for this.
Is that what we paid?
Yeah.
Did I get you back for that? Did I?
Of course.
Because I'll PayPal you. I'll PayPal you right now. If you can show me how to use PayPal, I will send that over right now to you.
In the meantime, I'm focusing on this. Do you still see this around? And because I remember you messaged me shortly after I sent it to you saying it's everywhere. I can't get rid of it, even if I wanted to.
I did say that. I said that I saw it in B&M Bargains over here, funnily enough. And there was like 2 or 3 with the box absolutely destroyed. So I reckon it might have fell off a pallet somewhere or come kind of on the wrong delivery over here. And that has gone into the fridge for if I enjoy this beer. And
so you have a backup.
I do enjoy this beer, yeah. So that's awesome. But yeah, I don't think it was intended for down here. Was it one of the beer festivals, or it was
No, I just showed up sort of randomly in Aldi's. Like, they just have their normal craft beer range, and then off to the side, it's like leftovers from previous promotions. It's that general grey area where they'll eventually become reduced to clear.
Yes, I like that.
Get rid of them. And yeah, I think since it was seasonal, Christmas, it was Christmas-ish, wasn't it?
What did you pick them up? Is that how long ago it was?
I think so. Or maybe early New Year, and it was just kind of like, oh, here's your seasonal beers, your big AAA festive ales. like the corked bottles, and then like these little fancy bottles. It's almost like they were stocking stuffers for like boozers. Well, alcoholics like us.
Speak for yourself, buddy.
Harsh.
What were you saying? Did they have any
Just
Yorkshire
just open
pudding?
the next one.
No. Yorkshire pudding beers, because I'm a fan of those. They're great. We should review it on the show sometime because they've fabulous.
Got the next situation. I'm sure I saw something today where it was toast, or maybe that's a brewery.
Yeah. Toast is a.
London.
I want to say London, my lady.
Yes, there's. Yeah, you doff your cap. I think it's one of those ones. I feel like this is actually some of your the English Aldi range of snuck in Scotland because was it Hop Foundry?
I think I've heard of those guys. The Aldi beer selection over here in particular is dreadful, absolutely dreadful. Lidl always come hard and come strong with their selection, but Aldi's always quite bad, especially their own beers that I think sometimes are brewed by guest brewers that they kind of market under the Aldi label are always quite bad. So yeah, I think I always get a bit of a rough ride compared to you up in Scotland with the Aldi selections, but that's why you send it down to me. And I do not pay you back for the beers, but that's when we go out next. I buy you a kebab, and I say, Stu, this is for you. This is a dowry on
peace offering.
Yeah, peace offering, a back payment for all the beers that you bought me in the past.
That's negotiable.
So I want to say great beer, fantastic addition to the range. Again, quite light. That same DNA as most of the Innis Gunn range have. I think another fantastic selection from the guys up. Hold on, let me get out my map. North.
Edinburgh.
Yeah, that's the one. And I will definitely drink it again. And not just because there's 2 boxes in the fridge completely fucked up, look like they've been dropped down a staircase, but because I like it. That's why. Pleasure as always, guys. Tune in for the next one.
Like, subscribe, share it with your nan.
How long do I need to hold this?
Keep going. Wait till we see the sweat.
My face is starting to hurt a little bit, though.
Oh, wait, I have the click. Oh.